No team has been sub 500 this late in the season and gone on to win an NBA championship. And, Brad, if we were to sit here and to make a list of the things that ail this Cavaliers team, we'd run out of time.
Sure.
But at the top of that list, the one thing they must address if they're going to turn this around, what is it?
It's the defensive end of the floor. Everybody knows that. And I think the biggest thing that's going to happen with this basketball team, and that has to happen, is Kevin Love needs to go elsewhere. He does not fit into this basketball theory of pushing the basketball, transition basketball. When you watch LeBron James play, what makes him so effective is his ability to attack the basket. They're looking for transition opportunities. Now you have J.R. Smith, you have Kyrie Irving. These are all ball handlers. Even Amon Shumpert, when he gets into the lineup, even though he's a good defender, it's going to be about ball handling. Kevin Love's not going to touch the basketball. There's not enough touches for him in transition basketball. And if you put him on the post, it clogs up the lane. It creates problems. I think Andrew Wiggins would have been a better fit.
I was just going to say, how much do you think they wish they had a mulligan on the Love and Wiggins deal?
Hindsight's 20/20,
Sure.
but the Wiggins piece fits better than Kevin Love. Kevin Love is a dynamic player, but he needs to touch the basketball. 5 of his 13 shots a game are three-point shots. I don't want him shooting 5 threes a game. I want him on the block, rebounding the basketball, getting fouled, getting to the free throw line. He can't do it in this offense.
And you hear the reports, from the players maybe wanting David Blatt out of there. I mean, how can he recover from this? Because as you heard Ramona say, it's kind of a little late to make a change in the middle of the season.
Well, the good news is the All-Star break is a couple weeks away, and that's a time to recharge, revamp, and refocus how we're playing the game. And, Brad, I'm going to disagree with you on one thing. I think playing up and down actually helps. The more talent you have on a team, the more you want the pace to get higher, because that means more shots and touches for everybody. Does J.R. Smith care if his shots came in transition or in half court? He doesn't. So if we can get him more shots in transition, that leaves more touches in the half court for Kevin Love.
Can Love fit into that system?
He can definitely fit in because, first of all, what have we thought about him throughout his career? Incredible rebounder and outlet guy. Yeah. He's a guy that starts transition. He doesn't end it.
Sure.
And then when we get into half court, again, it's not about shots. It's about touches. Let him touch the ball. Let him catch in the elbow. We had that stat, Jamie, that you read earlier. 11 touches last year versus 3 this year. Just let him touch it at the elbow.
So it's a coaching thing?
Absolutely. It's an X's and O's thing. They have to make him feel appreciated. Otherwise, like Brad said, then he'll leave at the end of the year because they say, you guys don't look at me like an all-star, like someone who can contribute. You look at me like a Ryan Anderson or just a guy out there that's pick and pop.
Brad, I mentioned your history with the Cavaliers. You know this fan base well. You know how hungry those fans are for any kind of a winner. Yeah. How frustrating do you think that fan base is right now as they sit 19-20? Just go back a couple of months when the LeBron homecoming was headlines and everybody was anticipating what we might see in Cleveland. What are they going through right now?
Yeah, a couple of months ago, it was absolutely utopia. They thought that the NBA championship was going to be delivered to Cleveland through the hands of LeBron James, but it's not going to happen. And talking about the coaching situation, this is nonsense. Okay, Coach Blatt has to take control of this basketball team. I don't care if you got LeBron James, who is a great player and all that. He has to be the leader of this basketball team and take demand. They have to respect him. And right now, I don't see the respect, even from LeBron James. That has to stop if they're going to be successful.
All right.
It will be interesting to watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of basketball left to play, and there's still time to figure it out. But at this point,
it doesn't look
so good for the Cleveland Cavaliers.